In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, we are finally here with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And as you can see, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition has Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. But obviously, we are going to be starting with the first Mass Effect game. And I'm going to be doing the whole trilogy, all 3 games on Insanity difficulty for the first time ever. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And I'm gonna talk about and go over. We're gonna go over all the classes. We're gonna go over all the classes, and I'm going to talk about which classes, from what I've heard, and just my experience of playing the game on hardcore. I'm just going to tell you my personal opinions on what I think the best classes are in order to go ahead and do an Insanity run if anybody ever wanted to try it on Insanity. So let me just check a couple of things. Okay, I think we're good there. Alright, I think that's all I needed to check. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Man, this is going to be, I am really excited to get to this. It is going to be a long ass playthrough, but you know what? That's okay with me, to be honest with y'all.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, profile reconstruction. Due to your covert N7 status, ID records are incomplete. Please confirm identity for the records below or register manually. Now, I believe in the first original Mass Effect, not the Legendary Edition, but when the first one came out, I don't believe you could pick Jane Shepard. So with the Legendary Edition, you have a choice, which is great. And now you might be asking, is there any difference between playing a male and female Shepard? And honestly, it's not really a big difference. The only differences are the romance options that you have between male and female Shepard, and then some of the dialogue from certain characters. But other than that, it's very much the same story no matter what. It's just, hey, I want to romance this person or that person. The male Shepard might not have those options when the female Shepard would have those options. Or if you are a female Shepard and you're like, oh, I want to romance that person, but I would have to be male Shepard in order to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick John Shepard for this, and of course we're gonna change it. I could have kept it, but nah, we're gonna be Buck Shepard. There we go.
Please log in to access your profile. Profile reconstruction complete.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Whoa.
Please log in to access your profile.
Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to enter a new ID. Yeah. Okay. Custom mail. That's what we want to do.
Please
okay.
Log in to access your profile.
My bad. I was going too fast there to get into it. That's all right. I should know this. I've played this.
Data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Yeah. Okay.
Confirm pre-service history.
Okay. Pre-service history. Let's read them. Spacer. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18, so that's the Spacer. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. So that's Colonist. Now let's check out Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolis covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. I don't know if picking one or the other is going to have that big of a difference, but we are going to be going for a Paragon playthrough. So, I don't know. Colonists could sound very much like Paragon for sure. But I think I'm going to go with Spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
Okay, psychological profile. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all of those around you fell, and now you are alone. You alone are left to tell the tale. Alright, so that's Sole Survivor. War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers weary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. Okay, so since I said I'm going with the Paragon playthrough, while also going on the insanity difficulty, War Hero and Soul Survivor, they are very much Paragon for sure. And Ruthless would be good for a Renegade just because it sounds like, oh, you're a major asshole. So I'm gonna go with War Hero on this one.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay. Now, here we go. Here are all 6 of the classes that we could pick from. Now, I'm gonna go through them one by one and talk about them and kind of give you my ideal list of, okay, these are the classes I would probably recommend that would be the best to go for in Insanity playthrough, just based off of my enjoyment and just how the classes work. So let's go into Soldier. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers have improved health, can specialize in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armor, and can train in the use of heavy armor. So, Soldier is as it sounds. Survivability is key. They have improved health, and they can specialize in the use of all weapons: pistols, sniper rifles, shotguns, assault rifles. So, and they start with medium armor, and then they can eventually train in the use of heavy armor, which that's going to be good, right? Okay, Soldier is a class I have played many times before. So I think Soldier would be a pretty good option, but let's go into the rest of them. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decipher security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor and they specialize in pistols. Ooh. For an insanity run, I don't know. Now, there is one YouTuber that I am subscribed to that told me that his personal favorite class is engineer, that he even did an insanity run on it once upon a time ago. His name was Legion Gray, I believe. Yeah. So that was I was going to try this class and I never got around to it, but I'm still going to give engineer a try one day. Not on insanity. I'm not going to do this on I'm not going to do engineer because I never played it before. I never tried engineer. So yeah, just because I don't know, and the fact that they can only wear light armor. I mean, you can still use all the weapons, but like this class specifically is like aiming you to want to use pistols from the description of it. Next up, Adept. I have played this class before. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor and they specialize in pistols. So this one I did like on hardcore, right? Adept. And it was pretty fun, but like, yeah, at first it was a little rough because again, they can only wear light armor. And I can say for certainty that Adept does get but I'm trying to remember if Adept gets worse in the second one. But Adepts are at their best in the third game. I do remember that. I'm not gonna Adept, I don't know, unless somebody has truly mastered Adept, I don't know if I would do that on Insanity. Adepts are kind of like, think of somebody that is keen to the Force, like Qui-Gon Jinn or Yoda. Like, that's kind of what I think of when I think of Adept. Somebody that would rather use the Force more so than their lightsaber, aka their gun, but if they do, they will have to, but they have mastered their abilities in the Force, more so. So Adept is a fun little playthrough, for sure. I enjoyed it. Infiltrator. For you sniper dreamers and sniper enthusiasts, this is the class for you. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or sniper rifles and wear medium armor. Now, I can tell you for certainty, I have played Infiltrator and it's really fun. Infiltrator is really fun. For any of you guys that like being a sniper in games and you've never tried Infiltrator, I would highly recommend giving it a try. I know there's one person that played this trilogy not all too long ago, and they were a soldier throughout it. And yeah, I think if Gamer Cam, that's who I'm talking about, I think if he was to replay the trilogy again one day, I'm gonna say this now. I think he would like Infiltrator more than Soldier, just because even when he was a soldier, he was really using a sniper rifle, but it was his first playthrough ever, so he didn't, he just picked whatever at the time. Now, Infiltrator, I can say with certainty, gets better with each game because you got the tactical cloak. You have, not in this game, but in the sequels, you have tactical cloak, and it's a ball of fun. It really is fun. Now, Sentinel. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt enemies with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes. but at the expense of combat, Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training. Now, Sentinel, that's a really fun one. I'll be honest, I was skeptical at first, but Sentinel, I have played it. I'm currently on the second one on the Sentinel, and my God, it's pretty good. I like it, especially with that tech armor ability. Woo. Now, Sentinels are tanky, especially in the second one. That's where the tankiness comes from. And finally, in my opinion, we have the most overrated class of all, Vanguard. And why I say that, okay, let me just say this. I haven't played Vanguard before, but why I say it's overrated is because if you go to anybody's YouTube channel that has played Mass Effect before, what's the number one class they are most likely to pick from? If you said Vanguard, then congratulations, you got that question right. For whatever reason, Vanguard is YouTubers and streamers' top pick going into the Mass Effect trilogy. I guess because it sounds cool from the description, but I can tell you, since I haven't played Vanguard, I'm still going to give Vanguard a chance to see whether or not I like it, but I'm just saying it's overrated because everybody picks it. That is on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, streaming service or streaming platform or whatever, right? Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. See, that sounds badass. That sounds cool. But see, since I'm going to do an Insanity playthrough. I don't know. Being at short range, I don't think is going to be ideal unless I've mastered this class, which I haven't played it. So let's go through the classes that I would recommend somebody start Insanity on, just from my personal experience. Sentinel. It's simple. Sentinels are both of them, you get the best of both worlds from a biotic and tech ability, and plus they are tanky, and there might be certain enemy types that you're coming up against. Oh, you might be facing some Geth, for example. You have biotic abilities to help you take care of that, or you might have a charging Krogan coming at you. No problem. You can just throw the Krogan out of the way to momentarily stop them, because if you get hit by a Krogan, I can imagine, especially on Insanity, that might be a one-hit, one-kill. And having that throw to momentarily stop that Krogan, it's not going to do a lot of damage per se, but it'll knock them off their feet so you can do damage. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Sentinel is, I would say, a fun one to go ahead and try an Insanity playthrough. Plus, you might come up against a certain enemy and you'll have that covered. You just have to figure out what you have to use in a given situation, and then whatever squad mates you bring might also help you double cover that, which will be great. Infiltrator. Okay. Infiltrators, I believe, would be a good one, because with Tactical Cloak, Tactical Cloak isn't in this one, but you can get a feel for Infiltrator starting with this one. So I could theoretically, if I wanted to, I could theoretically change the classes in all three games. So Mass Effect 1, I could be an Infiltrator if I wanted to. In the second one, I could be a Sentinel. And then in the third one, I could be a Soldier if I wanted to. I could be a different class for all three games, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick with one class throughout the whole trilogy to be consistent, even though you don't have to. So that's an important thing to remember. Infiltrator, now, you have Tactical Cloak in the second one, and there might be certain battles that might be too much for you, and you can use that Tactical Cloak to, quote-unquote, run away like a coward, and there's nothing wrong with that. So Infiltrator, I think, would be a really good one. It's definitely different from, all the classes are different for sure. Now, let's talk about Soldier. Again, Soldier, I know some people were like, oh, Soldier's boring. Soldier's boring. Blah. Well, guess what? Soldier, I think, would be, in my opinion, a good one to go through if you are going to do an insanity run, because, like the description says, soldiers have more health, they can specialize in the use of all weapon types, and then they automatically start with medium armor, and I can work my way up to heavy armor. And what class am I going to pick? Well, that's very simple. I am going to go ahead and pick soldier, so let's do it.
Confirm facial identification.
All right, confirm.
Profile reconstruction complete.
There we go. Buck Shepard, Spacer, War Hero, Soldier. Yes.
Identification confirmed.
We are going to crank it up to insanity. There it is. There it is. In classic mode, the original 1 to 60 level range will be used. Yeah, let's do classic. We're going to turn them on. And I'm going to select none. That's going to be important because not only are we doing an insanity run, I'm also going to be getting all of the trophies. So if I do everything correctly, by the end of Mass Effect 1, I should have the platinum. So here we go. We are ready for takeoff. All right, let's go, baby. I'm so excited for this. Damn, I've been wanting to do this for a while on the channel.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the... Yeah, that went by way too fast for me. That's alright, I'll have it read at the beginning. So it's fine.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. Relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped this halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. Only an idiot believes the official story.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, so what we have here is the dialogue wheel. Now, this is probably the moment where you want to decide whether or not you want to go for the Renegade playthrough or Paragon, okay? Because that's going to be important later on and just throughout the whole trilogy. So the top option is Paragon, is a Paragon response. And the bottom option is the Renegade response. Or you could just be neutral. But the idea is you want to pick one, either Paragon or Renegade. It doesn't matter. and you want to try to stick with that throughout the majority of the game. Since I'm going with Paragon, we are going to go with the Paragon options mostly.
They don't send specters on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yes, I did.
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
All right, let me check something. Hold on. Any options? No, that's not. Nope, the sound. There we go. Maybe I'll turn. I don't know. Maybe we'll just turn the voices down just slightly. Okay, so we have a codex here. So what we're going to do is there is a secondary and a primary. I'm going to go ahead and click on the primary because it reads it for you. Although the secondary, I would have to read myself, and maybe I'll make a separate part, or maybe when I'm doing each of the parts, maybe I'll read them one at a time until we catch up. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that, but primary, aliens, council races, the three most politically important species in the galaxy.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
All right, so that's the just a little summary of the Turians. So now we have humanity and the Systems Alliance. The Alliance is the government and military of humanity beyond Sol, and beyond Sol, that's another name for Earth, for those that don't know. All right, let's see what it has to say.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
All right, so let's see. You know what? We'll go ahead and what's this say? Personal history summary, background profile for Commander Shepard. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and read that. Born into a naval family, you spent your childhood on ships and stations. You moved from posting to posting as your parents were reassigned. You enlisted in the Alliance military yourself on the day you turned 18. You were on shore leave at Elysium when the first wave of the Skillian Blitz struck. A massive coalition force of slavers, crime syndicates, and Batarian warlords attacked the human colony, determined to wipe it out. You rallied the civilian inhabitants, leading them in their desperate fight to hold off the invaders. When enemy troops broke through the colony's defenses, you single-handedly held them off and sealed the breach. After hours of brutal fighting, reinforcements finally arrived and the enemy broke ranks and fled. Because of your actions, Elysium was saved, and you are regarded throughout the Alliance as a true hero. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of that right now. We might get to that at another point. But anyway, let's see how the the dialogue volume sounds.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. All right, let's continue.
I just saw it. He marched by like he was on a mission.
These inspectors are always on a mission.
We're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Wait, maybe I can turn it up to... Wait a minute, what do I have it on? Damn it, why does it keep going to that? Maybe we can turn it up to 80. I don't think it'll be that much of a difference.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Okay, that don't sound too bad.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down in engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just a cover.
You're wrong. You think it's a cover?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Okay, what about the captain? What do you got to say about him?
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Maybe. Maybe it is something serious going on. Okay, Turian Spectre.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Dude, listen. You can't... Okay, just based off of, okay, there might be a Turian that you might not like, doesn't mean all Turians are bad aliens, okay? That would be like... That goes for any race. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, purple, green, blue. It doesn't matter. There's bad people in every race, and there's good people in every race. And that is definitely very valid here. Just because, okay, there might be one bad apple in the race doesn't mean the entire race is bad, okay? So let's, calm down a little bit. That was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Okay, so we already talked to him. Great.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, just calm down, Jenkins. Dr. Chakwas is right. Or for some of you, Dr. Chocolads. Because Chakwas can maybe be a little hard to say, so people joke and call her Dr. Chocolads.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
It's alright, youngster. You got plenty of time ahead of you.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
The Spectres. Yeah, why don't we have any of our own in there?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protected at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime is one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's got to be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
There's no rush. Be careful. Don't play the hero, damn it.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
You know what? One of these times I might have to play and choose a renegade option just to hear him say whatever he's going to say. It might be quite hilarious. We might have to do that. Not on this part, but we might have to experiment a little bit.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
All right, so let's go talk to the captain. Oh, there's Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It'll give us a chance to talk.
Talk about what?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
You know, I really love Nihilus's markings on his face. That I think they look so cool. To me, Turians, as far as what the aliens look like, to me they look like the coolest race out of all of them.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Yeah.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
I'm glad you're here to help. Why did we tell the Council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon is not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Like hell he is, you old man. Oh no.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay, Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
What do you mean by the wrong hands?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Okay, so is it crazy for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and I don't care if anybody gets their feelings hurt on this one. I think right now that Mass Effect is way, way better than Disney Star Wars. You noticed I didn't say the original trilogy of Star Wars. I'm talking about all of the crap that Disney has produced under Star Wars. I can't think of one good project of Star Wars under Disney's leadership. Like, this month, I think the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is coming out. Honestly, who's going to go see that? When I ask that online, I hear nothing but crickets. I just don't think the excitement for Mandalorian and Grogu, despite the Disney shills trying to hype it up, there's like no excitement for it. But anyway, I'm not crazy to think that, now the Mass Effect trilogy is better than all of Disney Star Wars. Anyway, let's finally get into, let's try to go ahead and get into the gameplay.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Ooh, look at that. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, fuck.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead.
They're fucked.
There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Woo-wee, look at that. Damn, they are screwed
Status
there.
report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
He can count on us.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
All right, we are finally getting into...
Secure, Commander.
Yeah, we're finally getting into the gameplay aspect of this.
Place not hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Draw my weapon. So, for those of you that are, I'm going to show you guys here in a minute.
What the hell are those? Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Apparently they blow up. Okay. Well, over here, if I remember right, there should be a crate that we can loot. Okay, great. Now, this game does not have ammo. It has an overheating system, watch, when I fire the weapon. See? So that's how guns work in this game. There's no ammunition. It has an overheating system, so some players might like that, some players might not like that. It all depends. But I'm going to preferably use assault rifles and sniper rifles. I don't know if I'm going to use a shotgun or a pistol, but it's there. But, yeah. Oh no, not Jenkins. Oh, poor Jenkins. So much for that long career, huh? Damn, poor Richard Jenkins. I didn't even know his first name was Richard.
Right through his shields. We're out of chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so I guess I go straight. Metagel is needed to heal injured squad mates. Omnigel can be used to bypass decryption and electronic challenges. Okay. And we will be, and since this is an insanity run, we will definitely be using the Metagel a lot, for sure. Let's get the sniper rifle out. Boom.
Got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Sounds good. Yeah, those are the Geth. Ooh! Oh, God. Damn, that's brutal. That's a bad way to go out. Oh, shit. It's recharging. I'm gonna take my time here. There we go.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Yeah, are you alright?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You abandoned them, damn it! Take responsibility! No.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Yeah, go ahead and join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What do you know about the Geth?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Okay, what about the beacon?
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Okay, and the scientists.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Alright, what happened before?
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. It seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Okay, have you seen Nihilus?
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Alright.
Move out.
Okay, so, yeah, press the options button to access the mission computer, then go to the squad screen to spend talent points for squad members. Okay.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
We will do that, and we're just going to go around and collect as much shit as we can, because even if I can't use it right now, there will be a use for it one way or another. So, we'll be good. Oh, crouching will be helpful. Yeah, let's throw you. Damn it, I completely miss. That's alright. Damn, that was a little close. We'll just use some Metagel now. There was a crate here, right? Yeah. Alright.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Sounds good.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. So let's see what our objective is. Oh, no, that's the squad screen. Okay. Wait a minute. The journal. Okay. Journal. New missions. Let's see. Prologue. Find the beacon. You are in charge of the ground team dropped into Eden Prime, an Alliance colony under attack. Your primary goal is to find and secure the Prothean beacon. Investigate research camp. The beacon has been taken from the dig site. Maybe you can find clues by investigating the nearby research camp. All right.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
The good old husks. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Yep.
They're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
All right. We want to be ready. All right. Hit him with sabotage. Oh, shit. Nope. There we go. Oh, shit. I gotta pay attention here. We good? We good to go? Okay, I think we're good. Alright.
That door. It's closed. Security locks engaged.
Peekaboo, I see you in there. Some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. If any squad members has the required talent, you will be able to unlock the object using the decryption or electronics interface or by spending Omnigel. So, for every mission, I have to bring the right squad member because as a soldier, you don't have decryption or electronics. So, there's a few squad mates that I will be able to bring throughout the playthrough. Repeat the sequence of button presses before time expires. Oh, that won't be too hard. No. Pretty simple.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry. Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone. You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon? It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He could have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
So Manuel claims he saw Nihilus, or he claims he saw a Turian. But it couldn't have been Nihilus because Nihilus was with us on the Normandy before we got to Eden Prime.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please, this isn't the time.
Assistant, what's wrong with him?
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it
Mm-hmm.
madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Oh, I can shut him up now. No, I'm not going to do that. I already know what's going to happen. On my very first playthrough, I did that, and yeah, it doesn't end well for the Doctor.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
All right. So what we want to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade some stuff. So we got 9 points. I'm not really going to invest in pistols, I don't think. Let me check shotgun. Although Carnage is pretty good, I would have to put some points into pistols. Assault rifles, yeah, that would be a good one to... assault rifles, and I think snipers is what I'm going to try to put some points into. Combat armor, yeah, let's put at least 2 here. We want to go ahead and we'll spend all 3 for charm. So we got 4 left. Okay, so what I thought about doing is we'll do 2 here, and we'll do 2 here. Okay, Ashley, yeah, we'll go ahead and give her overkill. Yeah. So she's got 3. Sure. We'll give her 1 here. Now, okay, so I'm going to put some points here. Okay. We'll put 1 there. And we'll put a couple here. Although I could have put some in decryption. Alright, we're good for now. Well, hello, Nihilus. Oh, another Turian. I wonder who that is.
Saren.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Nihilus.
He looks mean. He looks
This
a little...
isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Now, did y'all notice anything about Saren? It looked like he had these wires in the back of his skull. And then did you see how his eyes looked? And plus he said the Council thought that you talking about Nihilus, could use some help for this mission. Now, I'm under the assumption that, yeah, Saren, at that point, if nobody knew, when he said the Council thought that you could use some help, so the Council sent me to help you out on this mission. At that point, I think it's pretty much confirmed that Saren is a Spectre, and a Spectre gone rogue. Ooh, that's a dangerous thing, because who the hell's going to stop a rogue Spectre? Because they pretty much have unchecked power, and they can pretty much do just about whatever the fuck they want to do from what we've been told. And now he just gunned down another Spectre from the sounds of it.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
That's what she said. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. She opened the floodgates for that joke, by the way. Oh, man. Let's get the sniper out. Yeah. I hate the damn husks because they're not afraid to move up into your personal space. Okay, so let's look over here. Damn, I gotta heal Caden up. Shit. He's about to die over there.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Yep, it's safe.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Protean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Okay, what about the ship?
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
A jamming signal? Or maybe some kind of mind control, maybe? I don't know.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, it felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn to shut up.
Wait a minute. What stuff? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Alright, is that all?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Okay, you notice how that you notice how this option has lit up blue? That's because I put those 3 points into charm. If I didn't touch charm, that option would have been graded out. Just like that option would be like the renegade option. But since I'm going for the paragon option, whenever you get an option where there is a blue or a red option, that means pretty much all of the time you should pick that.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
Alright, well thank you.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Okay. Anything in here? Oh, that's alright. We'll find better shit later on anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, there's Nihilus.
It's Nihilus.
Yep. Damn, what a shame. Well, sir, you will be remembered for the short little time that you were in this game. Damn shame Saren had to shoot you in the back of the head. Couldn't even kill you man to man like a man.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
The other one. Well, we already know. We saw what happened, but Shepard and Ashley and Caden, they don't know what happened yet.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down.
Yeah.
But Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Damn, that's a shame. Yeah, Saren knew that Nihilus, oh, he'll let his guard down so I can shoot him in the back like a dog. Damn, that is some great manipulation by Saren there. So.
We were told the Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I'd been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute.
You were hiding behind the crates before the attack? Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You know what? Hey, good on him. It pays. It pays sometimes. Sometimes it pays to be lazy, and him being lazy actually worked in his favor. Oh man.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Oh shit. Okay, Cole mentioned you.
Close contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Honestly, he's kind of right. It at this moment, it doesn't really fucking matter.
We have more important things to worry
about.
Yeah, this is a hell of a thing.
All right. Well, you
we need
take
to find
care
that
of.
beacon before it's too late.
Well, you
take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
There we go. Now, okay, I will say, one important thing I have learned about this Insanity playthrough so far is it's important not to rush. Take your time. It's way more important to go ahead and take your time and not rush. You will eventually get it done. Anyway, that's just what I'm learning here. Okay, let's heal. Or no, I gotta hit the triangle button for that. Jesus Christ, Caden, holy shit. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh my god. Why did I waste that? Son of a bitch. It doesn't matter. We'll be alright. I can't use any of Caden's abilities. Well, damn it, I'm down to 3. Let's try to be careful here. Come on, don't... There we go. Come on. Stick your head out. Stick your head out. Come on. Nice, got another level up. I thought I saw a medical kit. Oh, I do. Are you serious? Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. I will say, this game, for any of you that love lore, like deep lore, this game, this trilogy has a lot of fucking lore. So anybody that is into massive amounts of lore, these 3 games have a lot of them. Oh my god, it's crazy how much care they put into this trilogy way back in the day, unlike most games today.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
You know, it's quite interesting that the Geth are listening to it organic. Because as you can see, the Geth are machines. And the thing about the Geth is they truly believe they are superior to organics. But yet they're listening to an organic? Yeah, something ain't sitting right with that. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got some bombs to defuse.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Or they call them...
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Or they call them demolition charges. But it's still going to go kaboom if we don't stop it, either way. Whoa! I'm glad I didn't step out of cover. Poor fucking Caden, dude. Oh shit. Damn, that's kind of funny. They're falling through the floor there. Okay, we only got 1 charge left, so that's good. Nice. Are there any more? Oh, yeah, there's a Geth sniper. Damn it, I want to be careful here. Alright, let's go. Oh, God. Damn it. He's moving so damn quickly. Alright, where did he go? I don't know where he went. I hear him. He couldn't have gone too far. Oh. Wait. Okay, all charges are disabled. Oh, Ooh. He's got me locked in. There we go. Alright, Caden, are you going to get up or not? Ooh, I got a heavy armor for a human. But I can't equip it yet, as I don't have it unlocked. Damn, Caden really is useless right now, huh? Damn, I really could have Damn, I really could have used Caden right now, but whatever. At least Ashley's still standing. Oh shit. You got me covered, Ashley? Nice. There we go. So let me yeah, I don't know. Let me double check to make sure it's still on. Yep, it's still on Insanity. I mean, it's the first fucking mission, but honestly, for that being on Insanity, that's not too bad. But I know it's about to get a hell of a lot harder. I have that feeling. Okay, I need to double check it. Yep, still on Insanity. Excellent. Okay. I get paranoid that, I don't know, the game is going to do some shit and change the difficulty without me even realizing it. Alright, we got anything else? Because that looks like the Prothean beacon there. Yeah. I don't know if we got anything else or if we're good to go. We might be okay. Alright. I think we're good to go. Let's invest it. Wait a minute. We got to create. There we go.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Yep.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Ashley, what are you doing? Get away from that thing. You don't know what the hell that thing is going to do. Mm-hmm. What did I say?
Shepard! No, don't touch me!
Well, all of that I know didn't make sense, but all of that will make a little bit more sense in due time. All of those flashes of all those images. There we go, got our first trophy.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Ma'am, you have some gigantic melons, I must say. Do you have any milk in them? Oh, God.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Am I going to get canceled for that comment?
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Yeah, you were careless. You shouldn't have stepped in front of it. Get out of here. Where's the airlock when you need it?
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity, abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement, signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Not a dream, a vision, more like a nightmare.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our EXO holding up, Doctor?
All the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I feel bad about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Okay, I'm pissed off about the Geth.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Okay, good. No, that's a mistake. Get her out of here. Where's the airlock when you need one?
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
I'm kidding.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I'm obviously kidding. And by the way, when we were at the Prothean Beacon, now, the only difference with that is if we would have been a female Shepard, Kaden Alenko would have got drawn in by the Prothean Beacon instead of Ashley Williams. And how I know that is because during my Adept playthrough, I played as female Shepard for the first time, so I just figured I'd let y'all know the difference on that. Not a huge difference, but a difference nonetheless.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Yeah, and it's true because Nihilus was there to pretty much evaluate us and see if we could get a quote-unquote simple job done. And, well, he ended up dead, but it wasn't our fault. That was because of fucking Saren, and God knows what he's got going on.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Saren. So Saren is a Spectre of the Council of the Citadel, and of course, since we're not a Spectre, and Saren is, it's going to look bad on us, even though we are not in the wrong.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
It looked like machinery and parts, and I don't know what the hell was going on.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Oh, this is going to make us look even more crazy. You know what I mean? What will we say?
What are we going to tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
Yeah, and then we can expose him. So we are going to need, it seems like we might need to find some way to expose Saren to the Council, to expose him as a traitor.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
Yeah.
I'll contact the ambassador. and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay, so we got to go to the Citadel. But first, is there anybody we need to talk to? I'm sure there is. Oh, Ashley.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You helped.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're going to fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Okay, so another difference is if you are a female shepherd, Caden will actually be standing right here instead of Ashley, and Ashley will be standing over there instead of Caden, which I thought that was an interesting difference.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
So if I was a female shepherd, Ashley would be right here and she wouldn't have that extensive conversation with you. Caden would be the one to have that extensive conversation instead. All right, Captain Anderson.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
It might just be me, but I'm pretty sure Captain Anderson is voiced by Keith David, and that name is very familiar because Keith David voiced that character Julius, the original leader of the 3rd Street Saints, when Saints Row was fucking good, not when it became woke garbage, when it was actually good. And well, that company is no longer around, so they fucked up big time on that one.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
All right. So let's see. Do I have anything to collect? I swear I did. Right here. There we go. All right. Let's talk to Joker. Now, the size of the Citadel, it's quite impressive.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
Mm-hmm.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CISEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, he is dangerous, it's the truth.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
And I don't blame her whatsoever. So, what we want to do, I'll go ahead and read this. Easy decryption. Follow the pulsing arrow on your radar to the Citadel Tower. Well, we're going to do that at another time. We're going to do that the next part. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rio cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, Hail Hydra, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Okay, so that'll be a side mission that we'll do later on, but so yeah, I think this is going to be a great place to go ahead and stop it for now. So, on the next part, we're going to have to go meet Captain Anderson and Udina at the Citadel Tower for a meeting with the Council to see about whether or not they turn up any evidence that Saren is has gone rogue or anything like that. And yeah, it does look bad that Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon destroyed, right? Yeah, that looks so bad on us. And yeah, check this out. This game's got a photo mode. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now, if I wanted to, I could get all kinds of screenshot or thumbnails because of photo mode. I think I already have one in mind already that doesn't involve photo mode. Oh, hello. How you doing? Damn. You got action back there? No, a little bit. A tiny bit. But anyway. I'll stop fucking with photo mode. I'm telling you guys, I'm really looking forward to doing this. And so far, I know it was only the tutorial. But Insanity is not too bad so far, but we're still very much at the beginning of this game. And I don't know, what do you guys think? For those of you that haven't played it or haven't watched someone else play it, do you think the Council's going to turn up any evidence on Saren being a rogue Spectre and turning on the Council? Or maybe you think they're not going to find any evidence on him, but feel free to let me know what you think about it. And if you have played Mass Effect, if you've done the whole trilogy on Insanity, feel free to let me know what class did you personally pick in order to do it. We are a soldier, and I'm going to stick with it through all 3 games. So, that is going to do it for this part. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. And if you're new, welcome on in for the very first time. I'm glad to have your support, and thank you for your time. I am Buck Beak, and I'm going to go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.